Hi guys, so there's an interesting article in The National, I'll leave a link in the description, about Scottish re-entry into the European Union. Now, the Scottish government is being urged by a TD, Fine Gael TD, which is Member of Parliament in Ireland. His name is Neil Richmond, and he has been urging the Scottish government to open offices in every EU member state to help facilitate eventual re-entry into the European Union. Now, the Irish government have been very supportive of Scottish re-entry into the European Union. Now, of course, it's a delicate issue at the moment because, the UK is leaving the European Union. The UK as a whole is leaving the European Union. That means that Scotland will be dragged out also, even though the majority of people in Scotland voted to remain in the European Union in the Brexit referendum. That's important to remember. And there is a growing support in Scotland for rejoining the European Union. Now, a number of issues would have to be sorted out before Scotland could become a member of the European Union. Now, some of the critics have said that, it takes years for a country to join the European Union, and that is true, but Scotland is in a unique position because it was a member state in a sense. Of course, the UK was the member state. Scotland was part of the UK, or is still part of the UK for now. And it would be treated differently to other countries that would be willing to join, who are never members of the European Union. Scotland is greatly aligned with European Union regulations and initiatives, so that isn't a huge stumbling block. And also, I think there is huge support for Scottish membership. For example, principally from Ireland. Ireland is extremely supportive of Scottish membership, and they have been the ones, for example, pushing for Scotland to open offices in member states, which makes perfect sense, because if you want to rejoin the European Union, you need as many allies as possible, and you need to be able to work with member states, for example, Ireland, France, Germany, Italy, some of these countries. You need to open offices there, liaise with member state governments in order to help facilitate an eventual re-entry. Once again, there may be stumbling blocks. They may or may not actually be stumbling blocks. A question is whether Scotland would be forced to join the euro if they wanted to rejoin. This is one of the criteria many people are saying is necessary for joining the European Union. But because Scotland was a member in a sense, maybe it wouldn't be required for them. Now, I think it would be better for Scotland to have their own currency because there is a huge merit in having that. But it could be a case that they could join the euro for a period of time while they build up reserves of their new currency. Now, there are also concerns about borders. For example, if Scotland becomes an independent country, it's going to have its own border with England. But if it becomes a member state of the European Union, what type of border are you going to see there? Now, this is not a criticism, but I think it's something that needs to be talked about. But as I've said on other occasions, these issues are political. They're not actually technical. If there's a will, there's a way. And many times the problem is the political will, not the actual nuts and bolts of, for example, a border or a currency or some type of legal framework. So I think it makes a lot of sense for the Scottish government to open these offices, liaise with member state governments, build a case for Scottish re-entry into the European Union. And as Scotland moves away from the UK, I think it makes sense for them to join the European Union, join the single biggest trading bloc in the world. And in order to do that, you need to be prepared beforehand. This is a very interesting issue, and I'd like to hear your comments on it. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot. I want to say a big thank you to all of my patrons. You ensure that this channel continues to exist. I'm eternally grateful for all of your support. If you join Patreon, you will receive instant access to our Discord server, where we have both audio and video chats. You can chat with me and other patrons, where we discuss important and non-important issues. Becoming a patron per month costs about the same as a large coffee, so why not check it out?